All right. Welcome back to the podcast, episode 5.
Yeah, episode 5 officially. Yeah.
We are back. I don't know why I left this chair like this. I don't know why I did that. We're back in our normal setting.
Yeah.
We're back in our normal setting. We got this.
Hopefully the lighting's better and stuff like that. But
yeah, apologies on the last video. It was a little bit fuzzy.
Yeah.
We know the lighting was weird, but
that was just a game time decision just to do it there.
Yeah, game time decision definitely, but it kind of went with the vibe of what we talked about. We're kind of letting out our feelings and emotions.
We're sad and the video looks sad.
Yeah.
Because in this week I'm in a little bit of a better mood than the last 2 weeks.
You definitely look like you're in a better. You've been talking like you're in a better mood.
That's good. It's because I am. So it makes sense. This guy's a psychiatrist, I guess.
I'm not. I
can connect the dots.
I'm a marine biologist.
Oh, I wish I was. I want to be like you when I grow up.
Don't be better.
But I already am.
Shut up.
I want to grow down.
Grow up, not down. That's why you're so short, dog. Fuck.
This guy's barely 6 feet.
Dude, okay, if we busted out a measuring tape, I'm like 6 and like 5/8.
So if this is like 1 inch, right? So yeah. I got to go like that so many times and it won't equate to 6 feet.
But we could just bust out a measuring tape.
I don't got a measuring tape. I got a finger.
We can get one.
By the time. Next show, we'll check this out.
Next show, I'm going to stand right here and we're going to measure me.
No Air Forces, no high heels.
Nothing.
No stilettos.
I'll wear my Vans, the flattest shoes I have.
Those that had like 6 inches. What do you mean?
Dude.
Barefoot. I want to see them dogs.
We're going to measure me because I'm seriously like 6 and like 5/8. I'm not really 6'1", but when I've gone to the doctor and they've put me down at 6'1". So if the doctor says 6'1", I'm gonna tell people 6'1".
They gave you that inch just.
Yeah, maybe they did. They probably did, but I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna use that and leverage it to my advantage and say I'm 6'1".
What else are we measuring?
What else we can on the show we can only measure height, but if you're trying to go someone else, check out our other link.
Yeah, we have our
www.definitelyrandomonlyfans.com.
Yeah.
onlyfans.com/definitely
Yeah, I don't know. I don't do the whole domain thing. I just post on there. I'm the star of it. I'm spread eagle.
You're the star.
Patita's up in the air like that behind my head. I'm a pretzel.
They call it in the streets. They call him Auntie Ons. He's a pretzel out here, dog. That's sick.
It's okay.
Have you heard? Did you see?
What did I see?
That my dad, Aaron Rodgers,
his father.
Leaving. My actual biological father is leaving
to the Jets. Yeah, so now you have to get the gear. I'm gonna get you a hat. The start of the season, I'll get you a hat.
I will not wear the hat. I'm not a Jets fan, and I'm barely even. It's like, what do I do, right? Because Aaron Rodgers is probably my favorite player.
Yeah,
arguably, right?
Yeah.
So what do? Do I root for the Jets? Or do I root for Rodgers? Because I don't really care about the Jets. Not that I don't like them, but...
Well, who do you go for if the Jets ever play the Packers?
Who would I go for?
Yeah.
I'd probably go for the Packers.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're going to betray your father like that?
Hey, my dad betrayed me, so...
He left
karma's a bitch.
That was the longest trade ever, though. I don't know what the Jets...
The longest trade talks.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. What did they get though? What did the Packers get?
Do you want like the official?
Yeah, because I heard they got a lot of stuff.
They got a second round pick.
The Jets practically traded away their future to get Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, they traded away a good amount of stuff.
Because Aaron Rodgers is going to be in the league for obviously this season. Yeah. Maybe one more.
I give him 3. I don't know because
I think 2. This one I want more and that's it.
You've got to. I don't know if you want to equate him or what he does or any QB.
Everyone else is already retired. I think. Is he the last one?
Well, no. What do you mean? Amongst the greats, like the OGs?
Yeah. Because Tom Brady retired, Drew Brees retired. Who else was in that same?
That's a debate because you could talk about greats, right? And so maybe among the greats, you got the Mannings out, Brady's out, you got Rodgers. I mean, you have people who go back as far as him or close. So you have like Andy Dalton. He's, I would say, one of the older veterans. Mm-hmm. Drew Brees is out. But, Andy, no one's going to talk about Andy as one of the greats, I don't think. He's a good quarterback, but, I wouldn't put him as the greats.
Not better than me.
That's actual.
I can throw a solid
2 yards.
30 yards.
2 yards on a good day.
30 yards.
2 yards on a good day if you did your shoulder warm-up.
Why are you hating like that?
I've seen it.
I can throw bombs, let me tell you.
Okay, look, here's what happened.
What'd they get? I know they got a lot. Or they traded away. The Jets traded away a lot.
In exchange for the Jets, is this correct? 13th overall draft choice. So the 13th pick, basically.
Mm-hmm.
A second round pick, number 42. Mm-hmm. So a 13th pick and the 42nd pick. As well as a 6th round pick. I don't know how many picks the Jets had in this draft.
I'm not sure.
I would say 5 or 6-ish.
Mm-hmm.
So they just traded half their picks for Rodgers. Plus...
They're putting a lot of faith in him.
A conditional 2024 second-round pick that could be a first-round pick if Rodgers plays 65%. Basically, 65% of the offensive plays. So, plays 65%.
Why wouldn't he, though?
Why wouldn't he?
Yeah, wasn't he
injury?
I guess. But that's
I think you were leaning towards or insinuating like someone starting over.
Yeah, I was like...
They only got Zach fucking Wilson.
Hey, he's got that dog in him.
Literally, bro. He messing around with his friend's mom.
He started off good and stuff, and then I think things just got to his head, and I don't know. Now doesn't want to take the blame.
Did start off good.
He doesn't know how to be a leader yet. I don't think so.
If I'm not mistaken, they started off the season.
Yeah, I thought they had a chance.
Like 4-5-0.
Yeah,
and then they were like maybe 5-1, and I was like, holy shit, the Jets got that dog in there. And I didn't even think it was Zach Wilson at the time when they were doing good. I thought it was their new coach, Robert Saleh. Mm-hmm. That new coach that went from the what?
The Hispanic guy.
He's not Hispanic,
isn't he?
He's like Arab,
or
Middle Eastern or something.
Really? I could have sworn. I don't know.
Are you thinking of?
No, I thought he was a Hispanic guy.
I don't think he's Hispanic. Look him up, Robert, and then Saleh. I think is his last name. How do you spell it? Can we get a fact checker?
Let's see. Robert Saleh. Salah is how you pronounce it.
Oh, my bad. Apologies.
Ethnicity.
I'm sure if you read like his Wikipedia, it'll tell you.
Let's see. Just based off the last name. Arab. Yeah, he's Arab. Not bad.
Okay.
I'm just racist, I guess.
Apparently.
I thought he was Hispanic.
This guy's a racist. Come after him, though, not me. Yeah, I thought it was because of him, because he was a good coach. He was a defensive coordinator.
I think it was a mix of everything, and then once like...
And the running back, that new Bryce Hall, that running back, he was doing so good until he got injured. But anyway, continue. It was a mix of it all. Which I agree. I think it was a mix of everything.
The coaching and all that. Things were just kind of going together, and then things started going downhill once I forgot what happened, but... Something
happened, and it was... I forgot who they
I didn't watch the game or anything, so I
don't watch the Jets, so I'm not even going to try to bullshit. But I know they played someone, obviously, and the game didn't go well. And then they were interviewing players, and it went like horrible, like offensively. Yeah. It went horrible. And they were interviewing players, and they were asking, what do you think, like, what was the issue, or why was Zach Wilson? They were kind of blaming the quarterback, and they were like, oh, well, there's no communication with Zach. Zach doesn't do this or whatever. And then they interviewed Zach, and he's like, yeah, it's just like everyone around me. Like, he didn't take responsibility for what he did.
Whether it's your fault or not, when you're in a point of leadership, you have to just take the hit.
And by default, as a quarterback, you're the leader of the offense.
You're the first one they look to.
Right.
Even if it's the line messing up, whoever messing up, you're the person that gets looked at first, because you just have to take the hit. I mean, you're the leader. You just expect it. It's like the coaching. Like if the OCs or the defensive coordinators, they're messing up,
it's just
as the head coach, you have to take the hit.
Yeah. I guess. I don't know. But I saw they interviewed Zach, I forgot when, and they asked, they're like, in a hypothetical situation, what if the Jets sign a veteran QB to be the starter? What would he do? And he said, I'll give him... I give him a run for his money, or I'll give him hell.
Well, I'd love to see that, because didn't Rodgers mentor him?
And I was like, when?
Yeah, I could have sworn that Rodgers mentored him at some point. Not like and while he was in the NFL, but like I think while Zach Wilson was in college or something like that. Mm-hmm. I think Aaron Rodgers or some other quarterback, they kind of mentored him, gave him some tips and things like that. Not necessarily coached him, but they give him some words of advice going into the league and all that.
Maybe.
And I think they know each other and stuff. Like,
maybe.
Yeah, so it's,
but between the two, I mean, between most quarterbacks, you're going to start Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he has the most experience.
Yeah, 4-time NFL MVP. I mean, he only has 1 Super Bowl under his belt, but he's still a league MVP 4 times.
I would trust him more than...
Almost 60,000 passing yards, like 400 touchdowns.
Zach Wilson's barely going on his, second season, right?
Second season?
Yeah, I'm not going to trust him as much as I would trust Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron freaking Rodgers. Oh, you know is he still in the league? 2 people who are technically still in the league that could go under greats. They've just had bad 4 or 5 years or whatever. Yeah. Joe Flacco, one of them. Joe Flacco was still in the league, and he was with the Jets. He was a backup for the Jets.
I could have sworn he retired.
He might have already, but this past season he was still there. So Joe Flacco, I would argue maybe at one point in his time he was good. I mean, he went to the Super Bowl, all that kind of good stuff. Fell off, hasn't been the same since like 2016 or something.
I think one of the teams just need to pick me up. I can help solve their issues.
Yeah, the Taifa League.
Like I think I can replace
Friday Night Tykes you.
Hey, I'm going to get at least a touchdown. They're going to feel bad for me.
You're going to run over like 7th graders?
Put Ray Lewis right in front of me. I'm running him over.
You would instantly be concussed.
It's like a dumpster truck, like a dump truck running over a smart car.
And you're the smart car?
No. I'm the dump truck.
I think you...
No.
You're not even the smart car.
Put Troy Polamalu, put Ray Lewis up against me, 2v1. I'm running through.
Aaron Donald, might as well add him in there if you're so good.
I mean, I guess give him a fair shot. I guess.
Give him. Forgot. I always forget, and we discussed in episode 1.
I'm him.
That you're him.
I'm just built different.
And I always forget that, and that's my fault. So.
Not playing. I'd probably die.
You'd be like Antonio Brown, CTE. That guy's got
I don't think
mental.
I'd live long enough to know if I had to just have internal brain bleeding, whatever.
Terrible. Did you look up Joe Flacco?
Yeah. Let's see.
And I have another one.
I don't think he's retired yet.
I didn't think so. But you were like, oh, he's retired.
I thought he was. I don't know.
The other one I was thinking about, who just got released this past offseason, Matt Ryan. The one that played for Falcons and then past, 2 years with the Colts. I think he's still included in the era of Brady, Rodgers, Mannings.
They're not all part of the same class, right? I don't know.
Exact same class? Oh, look at the doggy.
Well, like, even if it's like a year after, like, are they around the same time?
Yeah, they're around the same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Definitely around the same time. That's why I'm saying he could be in that category.
Ronald Jones. I don't know who Ronald Jones. Do you know who Ronald Jones is?
Doesn't ring a bell.
No, okay, because I'm just reading right now that a week after releasing Zeke, the Cowboys have agreed to a 1-year deal with the free agent running back Ronald Jones.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised, but not surprised. I'm surprised that no one has signed Zeke.
He hasn't been signed yet.
I
haven't heard anything.
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, I'm not that smart, but
no, but I haven't heard anything either. I feel like that would have been bigger news, unless I think he's. I don't know. That's weird.
That definitely would have been bigger news because Cowboys fans would. Yeah, he's a free agent right now.
Maybe he's holding out. Maybe he's gotten offers like under the table.
Yeah.
But is holding out for more money or something.
Yeah, I don't think he's worth.
What
it depends what he's asking for.
Yeah, obviously we don't know, but
if you're
in his prime, maybe, but like right now,
in his prime, I would say within his first 3 years of being in the league.
Yeah,
that was his prime.
After that, he just kind of went downhill.
Second year was like astronomical. Third year still good. After that, I don't know what it was, but I think a lot of it had to do with it got in his head basically.
Yeah.
Like, the whole feed Zeke shit.
Yeah. He got a big head and he couldn't back it up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And now
I think the Cowboys also need to start thinking about another quarterback once Prescott's
Dakota? You're going to replace Dakota?
Yeah, well, I think we have him for another like 3 years or something like that. Uh-huh. I forgot how long his contract is. I think we have him for another 3 years. Could be wrong. But I think he's a good quarterback. He has what it takes because he's proven in multiple games, but he's just not consistent enough. To be getting paid that amount of money, you need to be consistent.
Yeah.
I think so.
You need to show up.
Yeah. This is me just being like a couch analyst, whatever. Yeah.
But you could also compare him to like...
You're one of the top paid quarterbacks in the league. I feel like you need to be consistent enough to back it up performance-wise. And obviously, again, like he does have what it takes. He's not a bad quarterback. He's just not consistent with it.
Right.
And I don't know if it's like what's bothering him or what, but I don't know. I'm just saying you put me in there, I might turn things around.
Put you in as...
Quarterback.
Towel boy?
Running
quarterback
back.
of the Towel Boys.
Receiver. I'll throw it to myself if I need to.
Receiver of the Water Boys. Like on the weekends, Water Boys and Towel Boys have 7-on-7 matches.
They get paid good money. I wouldn't mind being.
I don't know. We can fact check this, but a while back I saw that Ball Boys are like in the 40K range.
Let me see. I'm gonna check.
Bro, I'll shine your balls as shiny as you want them for 40K.
Let's see. It's okay. I'm seeing multiple salaries here. Hold on. The majority of ball boy salaries currently range between 26,000, which is the 25th percentile, to 45,000, 75th percentile, with the top earners being the 90th percentile, making 63,500 annually.
What?
How do you go up in tiers?
Right, that's what I was gonna get. How do you differentiate who gets paid more? Like, is there ball boy leader 1, ball boy leader 2?
I guess they got the performance evaluation.
Like, how many balls can you shine in 1 minute?
I don't know the criteria for
That's
being
insane.
better. I'm pretty sure
that's a pretty big jump from 25K to 63K.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure 26 might be starting off, and then depending on how long you've been there and who you know.
Maybe it's also based on the organization.
Maybe also.
You know what I mean?
Because I don't think someone from the Browns is going to be paying you $63,000.
Hey, bro.
What?
Why gotta diss the Browns like that? The Jets. Fuck the Jets.
Okay, I don't think anyone from the Jets is going to be paying $63,000. Maybe like a what do you think? Which organization do you think has the most money? Patriots?
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs. Oh, right now.
They just be fucking signing everybody for anything.
But they didn't want to pay Tyreek Hill his money.
Because he kicks women.
He still wins games though. It's fast.
He is fast. I don't think he actually kicks women. That's Kareem Hunt.
Recant what you said.
My bad. My fault. Slander.
No, but they didn't want to pay him though, and the Dolphins wanted to pay him more than what he had asked, and I forgot what else they gave him, but yeah, so they got him.
Oh, you're talking about Tyreek Hill. Mm-hmm. Bitch, I thought you were talking about fucking a ball boy.
No.
I was like, who's this guy talking about?
No. But regardless, someone like the Chiefs, I feel like would pay it. Again, depending on how long you've been there and who you know.
Yeah.
Like if your dad's the coach or something.
The CEO.
Of something, yeah, I'm sure. But, I don't know.
I like the Browns. I think Baker Mayfield, although he's not great.
He surprised me with that.
He's not great, but he gets so much hate. But the tenure he was there, he did more in his 3-4 years there than the prior 3-4 years.
Sorry, I saw the light behind you go off.
Anyway.
Yeah, it went off.
So he obviously made
with the Browns you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
He obviously made a change for the positive, and he took him to the playoffs.
Yeah, the Browns did good when he started, but then
I mean, I'm not saying he also had a lot of turnovers. He wasn't the best, and then there was all that ordeal about him and Odell. Odell never got the ball, and then Odell wanted to leave. I get it, and I mean, I don't know. I'm not the player on the field. There could be a lot of dynamics on why that is. Maybe they had beef, or maybe a lot of miscommunication. Mm-hmm. I know Odell is also kind of like he's wide receiver 1. Yeah. So you throw to him or you throw to no one.
Yeah. But that sucks. That's a crappy mindset to have. Yeah.
But he's good. He is good.
He's good, but I also feel like
when you're on the field and you have also Jarvis Landry, which may not, to a lot of people, may not be like, oh, it's just Jarvis Landry, but he's all reliable. Like Jarvis is good. He catches the ball. He has great percentage. He's a good route runner. You know, he's not Kareem Hunt fast Tyreek Hill fast. He doesn't have that like crazy speed.
Mm-hmm.
He's not doing one-handed or I don't know anything crazy.
But he's reliable.
He's always going to be like, if you need to throw to somebody, you can throw to Jarvis. He'll make a play.
Yeah.
And then you got in the backfield, you got Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt.
I got a Chubb.
I always have a Chubb. If you got those two in the backfield, you have a lot of people around you other than Odell.
Yeah.
And like when Odell was with the Giants, prior, like when he got famous with that one-handed over the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There wasn't like anyone crazy. Victor Cruz I think was on the team.
I forgot about him.
It's a semi at the time, if I'm even getting this right, a semi-decent receiver.
No, he was pretty good.
Yeah. But now he's I don't even know if he plays anymore.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything of him.
But like Odell was the guy for Manning. Mm-hmm. He was him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't even remember the running backs. Was it? I'm not even gonna try to bullshit. But I think there was a lot more going into why maybe Baker didn't throw to him more than just Baker sucks. Because a lot of people were like, "Oh, Baker's not a good quarterback. He doesn't throw to Odell."
So then what was going on with the Panthers?
I don't know.
He went there. I don't keep up with them. That's why I don't know. I don't keep up with the Panthers or him.
He jumped with the Panthers. I don't really keep up with the Panthers either. But it was him and Sam Darnold that played. Between the two, I mean, they're both. I think it just sucks because I also feel it depends heavily on where you get drafted, like where you start your career. I think that's so heavy, and who's coaching you.
Yeah.
Baker went to the Browns, and he was under Hugh Jackman.
I don't know.
Not a good coach. Got fired after like a year. So he went through like three coaches, because then Freddie Kitchens came over.
He just had like a rough start. Like,
yeah, it wasn't
the cards he got dealt entering.
But he still did decent.
Yeah.
He still went to playoffs. He did decent. I don't think people can say he did bad.
Yeah.
Like I don't think you can say that evaluation.
Mm-hmm.
Sam Darnold, similar situation. He went to the Jets, first round.
Everybody wants to go to the Jets.
Apparently, Aaron wants to go to the Jets.
They're great.
I guess whatever. But
can't wait to see you in that. Green.
I think the Jets had their last good season was 2016, which was right before Sam Darnold got drafted.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, there was one good season in their past like 8, maybe like they were breaking even some seasons, but they're mostly going negative, you know. So it's just I think a lot of it deals with where you go first. So I think they're good. What I was trying to get is I think they're good quarterbacks. Now their reputation's kind of tarnished, and maybe they just haven't developed in the past 5 years as they should have. So now you can maybe argue they might never get to that point. But also you can take a look at like Geno Smith, plays for the Seahawks. Dude was a backup for 8 years.
He started doing good, yeah. Once he got moved or
whatever. He went to the Seahawks, started, took him to playoffs.
Yeah.
And now they just gave him a contract of like, I don't know, whatever, $60 million or $50 million or whatever.
What about Russell Wilson?
Ooh, dude, this is crazy.
He's a GOAT.
So here's the thing.
He's so loved.
In
Broncos country.
I don't watch like each team enough to really analyze and evaluate.
Yeah, I love football, but not like that level.
Yeah, I can't. I don't watch every single game. Yeah. I don't have like 4 TVs going on with all the games.
Yeah.
Right? I watch here and there. Watch the Packers games. I watch Cowboys. Anyway. What I'm trying to get is I haven't seen Russell with the Broncos. I saw maybe 2 games this past season, so I don't know why.
I've just seen like highlights and stuff.
Okay,
and,
I watch highlights. But
I've seen some of the games.
Well, then you know enough that he didn't do hot.
Bad. No, it's a very bad year. They have him for like 4 more years, I think.
Yeah, it was a 5-year contract, and it was
this is the first year.
It was like $160 million or something crazy, which is good.
I want to be like him. I'm gonna do those hip thrusts or whatever in the aisles of the airplane.
That's Dak.
No. But Russell Wilson's doing something, or was Russell Wilson doing high knees? He was warming up in the plane, is what I'm getting at.
Oh, in the plane, I think he was doing that.
People started making fun of him.
Yeah, I think it was the hip thrust thing.
He was doing that quarterback thing where like that.
The Dak. I think Dak started that.
Something like that, or high knees. I forgot what it was, but he was warming up, and I'm gonna do that now.
That guy.
I'm gonna do that at work in the like little rows that we're in. I'm gonna be doing that, just up and down.
I'll do it with you.
But you won't.
I'll start grunting.
No, he had a really rough year. And I feel bad for him. Hopefully, like what I'm worried of for him, because he's not a terrible quarterback if you look at his like career with the Seahawks.
Right.
But
minus maybe the past season or
right,
two
but
with
like
the Seahawks.
overall, you look at his whole career,
as a player,
he's not that bad.
Right.
And I hope this season doesn't get to his head where he thinks like, oh, I'm horrible, and it just starts affecting him for the next 4. I hope he's able to like just brush this season off and start fresh.
If he, as a person, has the same mentality he does as he does like on social media, because on social media he's very like on to the next. Broncos country, let's ride. Whatever, that bullshit. He's real Broncos like country, he's real cry. Like put it in the past, let's go forward.
Yeah.
So that's truly how he is. I don't think it'll get to him.
Hopefully, we'll see.
But he has to battle
his teammates
because his teammates
I've seen them a lot of shade.
Like third game in, they're turning on him, and I'm like, oh god damn.
I've seen them yell at him and everything. Yes. Like that's bad as a leader.
And they've come on interviews and blatantly like called him out.
Yeah, exactly. And so once you lose that respect,
as a leader, you're like fuck. And
it's hard to get back.
Yeah, for sure. So he's got some proving to do.
Yeah,
maybe.
This season if he can turn it around, I'm sure he'll get the respect back.
Right.
But
I think if he can at least show he's putting in the work and like the effort, the leadership to do better, they'll like, okay, maybe this guy can.
But I think it's the whole organization and everything. Like I think they just put way too much faith into him, expecting one man to turn the whole thing around.
I think they thought if we get Russell, everything's fixed. Yeah. And so they threw everything on him, like, hey, fix it. Yeah. And he's like, dude,
that's too much for one person.
Like I can't do it on my own.
It's other players, it's coaching, it's a whole organization.
It's a puzzle. It's like a puzzle. Everything comes together.
Exactly.
Dang, this is intense.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's funny. I hope Baker hasn't signed anywhere. Going back to Baker, he hasn't signed anywhere. He played with the Rams this off.
He did good that game. It surprised the hell out of me.
Yeah, it surprised the hell out of
all the circumstances that were under. Like he had just landed.
Yeah, he landed like Monday, and the game was like Thursday.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You only had a couple of days, and
he got like his physical Tuesday, practice Wednesday, and to learn. First of all, all even if he learned a third, a fourth of their playbook, enough for the game, he probably learned about 30, 40 plays.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And then you don't know the receivers, you don't know the line, you don't know their tendencies.
You don't know tendencies.
Exactly.
You don't know like, oh, you know what? When I say this to that receiver, I know he likes to do this. I'm gonna throw it at this time.
Yeah.
Because you get that.
Yeah, you get the timing down, you get the chemistry. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. You know your team.
Yeah.
Dude, this guy. And I mean, I think they barely won.
It was a close game, but still to pull that off.
Yeah, to pull that off. Maybe people don't understand, but that's insane.
Hard. Yeah, that's hard.
Crazy.
It's impressive. I thought he was going to have a good next game. Yeah. But I think they lost, didn't they? The next game?
They did,
yeah. But still.
Yeah. But it was good. I hope someone can sign him as a backup.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to see him go. I was a Baker fan coming out of college. I really liked him at Oklahoma. People didn't like him because of his actions, I guess. He really was. He was cocky. Yeah. And he would talk smack to the team, and he like point at the sidelines.
Like a bad attitude type of thing, like not a sportsman.
Yeah, it was very unsportsmanlike. I will say it kind of was, although I'm not justifying it, but in Oklahoma he fucking kicked ass.
Yeah,
I mean they didn't win a natty, but he kicked ass, and he won the Heisman.
Yeah,
I mean he had a badass season. I mean I guess he could back it up, but either way he should have been.
That's
better
college.
About it.
Once you get out of college, you enter the league.
Right.
That's like child's play to everyone else around you. So you have to kind of drop it. And once you start doing that in the league, then okay.
I think he did drop it. I think his first year kind of matured him a lot. And then I thought he was a decent quarterback, but a lot of people didn't like him. I mean, I want his college jersey. I just really like Baker. I think he's funny. I liked him. I thought it was fucking funny when he talked shit. And then there was one game. Who was it against? Kansas, maybe? I forgot who it was. He brought the Oklahoma flag and then like waved it midfield and then like planted it on their logo.
No.
Yeah.
I think I've seen a video of that. I'm sure there's a video. Yeah. He got in trouble, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he got in trouble.
What's correct? Whatever.
But like it's things like that. Like to me, that's unsportsmanlike. But to me, that's funny. Yeah. I'm like,
as a fan,
they beat them like 50-12 or something and fucking whooped their ass. Like So I don't know. I don't know. And then Zeke, I didn't like Zeke in college. I
didn't watch him in college.
He was at Ohio State. But the one core memory I have, and I didn't like him because kind of the same demeanor, I guess, that like kind of Baker had. He was real cocky, but he was still good. He was still good in college. He was very good, Zeke. But my core memory I have of him, like the moment that made me think, oh, I don't like this guy, was I think it was 2015. I think it was 2015 season because he got drafted 2016. I think so. That season right before.
I think so.
And I think they were in playoffs. I forgot who they were playing. They were in playoffs, but I think he got benched.
He threw a tantrum or what?
He threw a tantrum. Yeah, he like took off his helmet, refused to play. And I think he did come back and play. Yeah. Very vague. I didn't keep up with. I'm not an Ohio State fan, and I didn't really keep up with him or that team, even in playoffs at the time. Even I'm more into sports now than a few years ago. But I remember watching that game, and I remember him throwing a tantrum because they took him out of the game. And I was like, dude, you're like a grown man.
Yeah,
you're like
if
you like messed up or something, take responsibility about it. You know what I mean? And I'm sure, and they did. I'm pretty sure they put him back in the game because when you're a star like that, like he's the number one running back, they're gonna take you out to talk to you to
correct whatever
you're doing, and not really a punishment, but like, hey, we need to fix this, and so they're gonna send their backup, run the easy
sort
plays,
this out, and then send you back out.
2 plays later, you're back in there. Like you're going back in there. And it's a bad way to look at it, but like when you're the star, like you're going to go back in there.
Yeah.
They're just going to correct you. Just take the correcting, take the coaching,
and then go back out there.
And then go back out and then continue to do what you do.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing that and him throwing his little tantrum. And then he didn't call us you. I fucking hate his crop top shit.
Oh.
I fucking hate it. Oh my gosh, dude. I hate it.
Why?
It just... Because why? Because why?
Because why not?
I mean, I guess I don't have 6-packs, but if I did, I'm sure I'd be doing the same. But
you wouldn't know how to act.
I wouldn't know how to act. I'd be dangerous.
There's another player I was gonna ask your opinion about, but I completely forgot who it was. I should have written down their name.
It'll come to you.
Probably will, but dang, I don't know.
That's crazy. That was 30 minutes of our cast.
What college team do you think has the best uniforms?
Ooh.
Like growing up, I used to always want to go to Oregon because their uniforms always changing. Yeah, their whiteout uniforms.
Every game, because Nike headquarters.
Yeah, it's right there. Yeah,
they're sponsored by Nike. Obviously, it's right there.
They get the best stuff.
Every single game, they had some variation. Now every team has about 2 or 3, and then they have like one more a special game.
Yeah,
or like breast cancer.
Yeah.
So maybe like 4 or 5. Dude, Oregon probably had like 14.
Every game.
Every single game was something different.
Bro, I love their uniforms.
And it was crazy, yeah. I
think San Diego State also has a good one too.
The black and red?
I think,
The Aztecs?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Their Mayan stuff. It looks pretty dope.
Yeah.
I like it.
Uniforms, growing up, I'd probably go Oregon. Because it always stood out. Because it always stood out to me.
Mm-hmm.
Again, growing up, I wasn't as much... I was just watching football to watch football. I never kept up with names or... records, or I was never really into stats. I was more like I just like watching football.
Yeah.
But I remember Oregon's uniforms. I remember thinking every game like, dude, these guys are insane. I remember thinking, how do they afford this? Yeah. And then I found out because Nike headquarters.
They're sponsored. I'm sure they get it really cheap and all that.
Yeah.
Or free.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of business tied into it. Why they do it, but.
I think. What do you think has the most boring?
Most boring college uniform?
I have one in mind, and then
Notre Dame.
What's theirs? Oh, just blue and gold.
Just blue and it's like.
I feel like a lot of college teams have boring ones because I was gonna say Texas. It's just like burnt orange.
But that burnt orange stands out. What other team?
It stands out, I guess, but it's still just burnt orange and a white helmet.
Yeah, but it's just like when I think of Texas, I just think of like classic.
Well, because like they've made such an impact like in college football, like you can't mention college football without mentioning Texas.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Kind of boring
Texas.
to me.
I'm a hook'em. I fucking grew up.
Even though he went to a different school.
Because I couldn't afford it, bro. Fuck, UT's expensive.
No, it is. No, but UT, I think they're kind of boring. I do agree with you, Notre Dame. I'm trying to think. Nebraska is just red and white, right?
Yeah, red and white. BYU's just same thing. I
think it's a lot of college.
It's a lot of colleges. Not too many have like a pattern or logo. I like Florida.
Which Florida?
Florida State. The Seminoles. Mm-hmm. They have a cool. I like their gold and maroon uniforms, and they have like a little Seminole, their logo or whatever.
Mm-hmm. I haven't seen theirs like recently.
I like theirs. I don't like. You know what I don't like? The colorway I don't like. What? I fucking hate TCU when they do purple and red. Those two colors do not go together. Look up like TCU purple red uniform. Dude, I hate that pat or like the combination. Individually, their uniforms are pretty cool.
You don't like that? That looks kind of clean to me.
Let me see which one you're looking at.
Whatever we look at, I'll put it on the screen, or he'll put it on the screen.
Dude,
whoever's editing will
what the fuck is that?
You don't like that? That's kind of clean to me.
Dude, I don't like that.
No?
I don't think the colors go together. That's why.
It makes it pop, though.
It doesn't, though. It doesn't.
You don't think so?
No.
I might have to disagree with you on this
Let's get some votes in the comments. If you all like the TCU or not. See which side you're on, me or Eric's.
So I kind of like them. I'm not saying they're the greatest, but I do kind of like them. I like them.
I'm saying I don't like it. I'm saying if you have to take out one of your colorways for the season, take out that colorway. I don't like that one.
Whoever edits it will put it on the screen.
Anyway.
I kind of like that. That's not too bad.
You know who's the greatest team to ever exist?
Ever exist? The Cowboys? Or college?
College.
Oh. UTSA?
The University of Texas San Antonio.
Yes, sir.
UTSA. Go Runners!
But I hate when they would overdo it. I'm like, hurry up.
You're like, you're looking around. You're like, are we still going? Yeah.
No, UTSA has been doing good, especially under Jeff Traylor.
Yeah, Jeff Traylor's been getting a lot of recognition.
Yeah, I mean he's done good. And was this his second or
this was like his fourth season?
Really? Damn, I don't remember.
I think he became coach
when we were graduating.
Either when we were the senior, like right before we graduated, or I think right before we graduated.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe even no, because I remember
we graduated in December. I think he started that following his first, because he had already been hired when we were seniors, but his first official season, like the start of it, was the fall after we graduated.
Maybe it might even been that fall.
You think so?
Maybe, yeah.
I don't remember.
But
like to actually play games though, because I'm sure he was there for off season, obviously.
Well, I think because COVID also
threw him off too and all that.
I think it was there before. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Because you know who coached before? If I'm not mistaken, Frank Harris's dad.
There you go.
Yeah, whatever his name, Harris.
Frank something.
Which let's talk about Frank Harris real quick. This isn't supposed to be a sports episode. We just went off the rails on this.
Yeah,
but let's talk about Frank Harris real quick. Frank Harris, if those don't know, is the quarterback for UTSA. My dude, great player. He's been doing great. I'm not taking anything away from him. My dude is a super senior, my bro. I think this season, if he goes into this season, is his 8th season. Or 7th.
That's wild. Dude should just go to the league. He's collecting those stats.
Literally either go to the league, which at this point, you're kind of old. Because he's like 25, 26. At that point, for league standards, you're already kind of old.
Yeah. He's like that, who just won the championship? Georgia?
Yeah.
The
Stetson Bennett.
Georgia? Yeah.
Stetson Bennett. Which they've been calling him old.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, there's quarterbacks who get drafted when they're 21. You know what I mean? Like, you're 4 years behind league standard. Anyway. That guy is super senior.
He can join the XFL.
He could.
Play for San Antonio.
You know who was... He should... If he got coached by Jeff Traylor, would have been great.
Oh.
Dalton Sturm. You remember Dalton Sturm?
I remember the name Dalton. I remember the last name.
He was the quarterback right before Frank Harris. So I think Frank was his backup.
So we had just came in to UTSA?
Yeah.
What?
Well, he was there for like first and second year.
Oh, okay.
He was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I liked him. He signed with the Cowboys, but he got cut.
Oh, I do remember him. Yes, I remember.
Yes.
I thought that was so badass. I'm like, cool. Like, this guy was a quarterback. Mm-hmm. Hope he plays. Even if he's just a backup, it's cool to see him go on the field once in a while. And then he got cut. I remember that.
Yeah. He went to, I think
he was in the same class with Marcus Davenport, wasn't he?
I think so, yeah. Marcus plays for, now he just got traded to the Vikings.
He got traded? No way.
Yeah,
he was
with the Saints for 4 years now.
Yeah, for a while.
He just this offseason got traded to the Vikings.
What? I didn't hear about that. Well, I guess he's not that huge of a name in the league.
They don't put news for like every player, but there's a lot of... Yeah, he was one of them, though.
Dang, that's wild. Well, that's good. He's going to be... If he got traded to the Vikings, UTSA has another player...
The tight end, I think he got cut.
I forgot his name. He got cut?
I think he got cut.
You're lying.
The tight end with long hair?
Yeah.
I forgot his name.
Oh,
yes.
my God.
I try to keep up with the UTSA.
So I'm not, like, caught up with, like, sports news. I don't find a lot of the stuff out till, like, after the fact. Like, now. But that's wild. I knew he was with the Vikings. And then... Dang, that's wild about Davenport, though.
Yes.
That's...
Dude, there's so much sports we could talk about. We're not trying to make this a sports episode. Yeah. This was unplanned. It's just like we can go on and on. There's like something new that keeps coming up.
Yeah. Because to be fair, I mean, we weren't really ready. We were ready.
I was born ready.
But, I mean, this is the point of the podcast.
We had no agenda.
It's definitely random. Yeah, we had no agenda. And we're just going to talk about Aaron Rodgers and then go from there. And then it just kind of turned into like a sports episode. But...
Well, we're going to change it right now because there's something I do want to bring up.
Okay, what's up?
One last thing, though. UT. They got 3 quarterbacks right now. Since you don't keep up with news.
Oh, they got Archie Manning coming soon.
He's already there. He played in the spring game. So they got Quinn Ewers, which was like the number 1 Texas QB, and I think he might have been ranked number 1 in the nation or number 2 of his graduating class. He was a year. So Arch Manning just got there. Quinn already played this past season, so he's a year ahead. Okay. So you got Quinn Ewers, right? Played for South Lake Carroll, I think, here in Texas. And then now Arch Manning is there, which Arch Manning, if you don't know, is the nephew and son of the Mannings. Yeah. Son to one, nephew to the other, which the Mannings are, I think,
they all come from, the dad was
Hall of Fame quarterbacks.
Yeah, the dad was a quarterback. I think their grandpa was a quarterback.
Their grandpa, their dad, 2 sons. A third son was not a quarterback. No. He didn't play in the NFL.
No, I think he's played college, though.
Yeah, I think he played college.
I could be wrong,
but a family of Hall of Fame quarterbacks. And so you got Arch Manning that signed there. And then they got this third guy. I forgot his name. But if I'm that third guy, he's from Cali. I do know his name. He's from Cali. I forgot his name. Some kid. But if you're that third guy, what do you do? Like you obviously want to give like your competition, but you got Quinn Ewers, which was the number 1 in the nation, amazing high school stats, and even if they're not looking at stats, right, you got Arch Manning, who's the son of greats, who in the spring game did mediocre, to be fair.
Well, people were on the fence about him from what I've seen because in high school, a lot of his competition in his area, they were all like subpar.
Yeah, he was from, where was he from? Like Indiana?
Something like that.
Or something.
Middle of nowhere, basically.
Yeah, Illinois or something. Yeah. He was, and I think he played for a 4A school or 5A.
Yeah, it was a small school.
So nothing compared to like Quinn. Quinn Ewers came from 6A South Lake Carroll, who plays like the best in Texas.
Exactly.
And that guy, so if that guy's had at least a 6A D1.
He's had tougher competition than what Manning has.
And I'm not too sure about the other kid, but he's from Cali. I know Cali has some good kids out there, but...
Yeah, he's not a bad quarterback, but just going off of the competition he's placed, I've seen some people excited, some other people are like on the fence.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. Because you just want to see how he's going to react to this bigger competition.
Right. College ball.
Yeah, exactly. And I did one thing before we move on to the next thing. I had seen a video on Archie Manning and his whole recruitment thing.
Yeah.
And I'd forgotten the number, so I looked it up right now. But UT spent a stupid amount on his official visit.
Dude, I don't know the number, but I remember reading about that a long time ago.
Yeah.
Because they were like battling. It was like UT and I don't even know who does. I forgot his second school.
It spent nearly $280,000.
That's just a visit. A visit is just bringing the kid, your prospect, on to say, come to our school.
And show him around.
But they give him like gifts. They give him like they give him like gear. Give their probably family something.
Yeah, nearly $280,000. That's crazy.
You do that money,
and that just shows like how big UT's athletic budget is. Because I'm sure that was like nothing to them. That was
which is crazy because I'm a UT fan. Yeah. By the way. Fuck Aggies. Hook them all day. But Texas football, not it. They haven't been it for like 5 years. Yeah. Maybe more.
They used to be a big powerhouse.
I started watching because of Colt McCoy. So Colt McCoy got me to Texas. Because when he was there, it wasn't even, what's his name? It just slipped my mind. Vince Young. Young, how he famous, won the championship in against USC, that big game, whatever. Well, the quarterback after that was Colt McCoy. So I didn't watch Vince Young. I was a little too young for that. But I saw Colt McCoy, and I was still like in elementary, middle school.
He made you a fan?
And I was like, dude, who's McCoy? And the name McCoy.
Whose man is this?
Whose man? I was like, I think I love him. And I did. I love that guy.
That's good.
He got me into Texas, and now I'm just...
Well, UTSA almost beat Texas. I saw that game. I went to that game.
Yeah.
Bro, I was so hyped. And
they started so good.
They did. But I told Sam, I'm like... If UTSA starts off strong, which they did, and I told her like during halftime, I'm like, UT's going to make their adjustments. They're going to come out and they're going to whoop our ass.
And they did.
And she's like, no, like, have faith. Because I think going in, we were still up. Don't quote me, I could be wrong. But I know we were still doing good. And once we came out, like, it all started going downhill. Yeah. And I told Sam, like I told you, they're going to whoop us. Like, it was the same thing. UTSA almost beat ASU that one year during the preseason. They were doing so good. Started off strong. And then ASU, I guess, just made their adjustments. So UTSA maybe got tired. I don't know what happened, but
We've played Baylor, lost.
We almost beat them though, didn't we?
Yeah, we
keep getting close. We just can't finish.
The one we didn't beat and whooped us was Aggies. I say us as if we still go there. We played A&M in 2019.
Oh, really? I don't remember.
Yeah, we played away. We played at their house. And I went to that game.
I think I wanted to go to that game.
I think we scored once. But A&M did whoop us. They did whoop us. But anyway, did you want to bring up one more thing before we move on? Or was that what you were bringing up, the Archie Manning?
Yeah, the Archie Manning. I just wanted to say how much Texas had spent, because that's just wild to me.
Let me ask you something. This is completely veering off from sports. Let me ask you something.
What's up?
What's your favorite chicken sandwich?
My favorite chicken sandwich?
You can have any chicken sandwich you want.
Honestly, probably Popeyes.
Really?
I love Popeyes chicken sandwich.
I remember when the Popeyes chicken sandwich came out.
They're sold out.
It was like in college.
Yeah.
We were still in college. It was like our second year. And
sold out everywhere.
Shit went bonkers. Everybody got in line, sold out.
Nobody
everywhere.
knew how to act.
Yeah.
They were sold out for a while.
Yeah, for a while. It was like as soon as they got product, it's like sold out.
Yeah.
Sold out. And they were like I don't even know how you could back order chicken, but they back order chicken.
They just hatched them faster.
Yeah, I guess, dude. I don't know. I do remember going with Brianna and Marcos, and we went to go get Popeye sandwiches here at the Rim. I think we got Popeye sandwiches, and that was good.
Yeah, they are good, and let me tell you why. Because the bread is always soft. I don't know about Popeyes in other areas, but at least the places like around here that I go to, the bread is always super soft. The chicken's always real thick. It's crispy, especially the spicy. I like it spicy, so the sauce is just so good. Pickles are thick, crunchy.
I don't like pickles, but I agree on everything else. And I also think. I don't think my favorite isn't Popeyes, but I'll probably put it number 2. But I also think that Popeyes sandwich has like the spicy one, because I always get spicy sandwich, right? Obviously, the spicy sandwich has a hint of like Cajun, because Popeyes is like a Cajun chicken type place.
Yeah.
And so compare it to Chick-fil-A sandwich, which is my favorite. It does have like a different spicy taste.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think my number 1 would be Chick-fil-A.
It's good, but I don't know.
But I see, the thing is, I see where you're coming from, because I can make a super argument of why Popeyes is better. But I don't know. It's something about Chick-fil-A. Like,
you can taste Chick-fil-A is kind of made with love. Yeah. And Jesus, you can taste Jesus in there.
Jesus put some love in there.
Yeah, you can taste them.
Yeah.
And what do you call it? Yeah, it's good. Don't get me wrong, but it's not my favorite, because the patties sometimes are small.
It is a little smaller. I do also like Popeye's fries.
I like them sometimes. Sometimes they come out kind of chaff. Not gonna lie. Sometimes, not all the time, but
I fucking love Chick-fil-A sauce.
I don't really care for it too much.
I used to not. So I used to go to Chick-fil-A. This was my order before Jesus. Before one day I walked into Chick-fil-A and Jesus opened my eyes to the menu possibilities. So this was my order pre-Jesus. Are you ready?
Okay.
Here's my order. A number 1, which is the regular chicken sandwich. No pickles. No pickles on any of them. I don't really care for pickles. So number 1, no pickles. French fries, obviously. With Polynesian sauce.
Oh, I love Polynesian sauce.
With I always got root beer.
Okay.
That was my order.
Okay.
It was okay.
Yeah.
At the time, I thought I was him, right?
Yeah.
Ate that for years. I would also switch between that or chicken strips.
I never had the chicken strips.
I've had the chicken strips, and I got them because to me they were more filling than the nuggets.
Really? Oh yeah.
But now I haven't gotten the chicken strips in like 4 years. Anyway, besides the point. Now, this was like pre 2018, maybe even like half 2019. And then one day, can't tell you when, don't know when, I walked in and Jesus opened my eyes. The Lord put his blessing on me. And let me tell you, this is now my order, because this is what I got now. That day I got this, haven't turned back. Also, one slight variation to it, but other than that, haven't turned back. Let me tell you, walk in, right? I'm like, you know what? We're going to get crazy in here. Number 2, so the spicy, right? Okay. Spicy chicken sandwich.
You got to mix it up, okay.
And then I was like, you know what? We're going to get crazy. Add some pepper jack cheese, because I saw that the deluxe had cheese on it.
Yeah.
And pepper jack cheese was an option. And I think at the time, I had pepper jack cheese on like a burger, like somewhere else or at home. So I was like, ooh, if they have pepper jack cheese, let me try putting that on a chicken sandwich and see how that tastes.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what, let's go crazy, go stupid, right? So I got the spicy chicken, pepper jack cheese. And then I was like, all right, cool. And they're like, what sauces? I'm like, Polynesian, obviously, right? But then I was like, you know what?
So that was your first trial? Or you were still deciding?
That was my first trial.
Okay.
So I get Polynesian. Cool. That's my first trial.
Okay.
I eat it. I'm like, oh, holy shit. The flavor difference from like
it's like sweet and spicy and
yeah, it was good. But what I was that was from the Polynesian sauce. That's what you're saying, right?
Okay.
Right? That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
But the taste difference from spicy to like a regular, crazy. Because it's like, not that the original doesn't have flavor, but when you eat a spicy,
it's more bland compared to the spicy.
Yeah, definitely. Like to me, the number one needs sauce. If you didn't give me sauce with the spicy, I'd be a little sad, but I could probably just eat that on its own. It has enough flavor.
Yeah.
Right? So then it got even crazier. I was like, you know what? Next time I went, I got Chick-fil-A sauce. Tried it. And for a while, I've tried Chick-fil-A sauce, and I didn't like it. But I tried it this time. Fucking blew my mind.
It changed everything.
I don't know what my taste buds, again, I think it was the Lord's blessing or something. Changed my taste buds.
It was just the time. It was your time. That's what it was.
Tried it. So I got the sandwich, dunked that bitch. Oh, dude, crazy. And then that was my order. So that was a spicy with pepper jack cheese, Chick-fil-A sauce for like a year. And then one day, I think I saw it on TikTok. I think it was during quarantine. Because I remember picking up Steph and we tried it, I think. They got mac and cheese, put it in the sandwich, and then they did all this crazy stuff, like put sauce and buffalo and ranch, but I'm not a ranch person. But anyway, so I was like, you know what, let's go crazy, go stupid. So we got spicy sandwich, pepper jack cheese. Instead of fries, I got mac, right? Got some mac, put it in the sandwich, right? Steph got fries, so I took some of her fries, put it in my sandwich. Had this big ass sandwich, bro.
Game changer.
That shit
Life
right
changer.
there. Yeah, no, not even. Yeah, life changer, not game changer. My life turned upside down, dude.
It's just like you can start seeing everything in colors now. Everything's
the
brighter.
Fucking pyramids aligned on the North Star.
Pyramids.
It was crazy. I don't get that like too many times, like because it's a big meal. When I do that, it's like if I'm fucking starving. So most of the time, I go to order is that spicy sandwich, pepper jack cheese with Chick-fil-A sauce every time with fries. But if I'm going if I'm like freaking hungry, I'm getting that.
You get that whole big old sandwich.
Yeah, and I haven't gone to Popeyes in a while.
I haven't been in a minute.
Next time we go out to eat,
just get one of each. Do a side by side comparison.
You think so?
Could, why not?
We could. What do you guys think? So your number one is Popeyes.
Popeyes, yeah.
Number two?
Number two.
Because who else has spicy sandwiches? KFC now has one. Does Church's have one? I've never had. I've never had KFC.
Church's is a good one. I've had Church's. I don't think I might have had Popeyes on. I mean, not Popeyes.
KFC.
KFC.
I've never had either, so I can't argue. Really, I've only had Popeyes and Chick-fil-A, and then maybe one at like a restaurant, like Chili's or something. I
think I had KFC a while ago. Not like a long while ago, and then Church's is pretty good. I've had that one a couple times before. That one's pretty good. I wouldn't put it. It's not one of my favorites. I'll eat it if you get it for me.
Does Cane's have a spicy? No, right?
No, they just have a regular chicken sandwich. That was the first time I had Cane's. It was a chicken sandwich, and like I didn't know because it said it has like some cane sauce in there.
Yeah,
I didn't know what that was because it was the first time going to Cane's ever.
Yeah,
and I went. I had it. I hated the cane sauce. I remember almost gagging. I was scraping it off the sandwich and I ate it like that. Super sad. I'm like, I'm not gonna like this place. So I know that hurts. So hang in there.
To this day, you don't like the cane sauce?
No, you've seen me.
That's what I was gonna bring up.
You've seen me drink.
We went to eat last week, and I swear this dude was drinking the cane sauce. So I was like,
so it's kind of similar to you. My taste buds just matured, I guess.
Jesus blessed you.
Jesus blessed
somehow.
Me. The Cane's dog.
The Cane's dog, Cane.
Yeah, and he just led me down the right path.
I was similar. The Chick-fil-A sauce and the Cane sauce are kind of similar in a way, but they taste different. I think Cane's is a little tangier. I think Chick-fil-A's sweeter. But they're made similarly. But I didn't like them both for a while. I did Cane's with I did canes with ketchup.
I would do
Canes
the same
with ketchup
thing.
is good,
but not the same as cane sauce.
It's very subpar. It's very subpar.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's like you're eating cereal with water.
It's like you're no.
No.
It's like you're eating cereal with like almond milk.
What's wrong with almond milk?
A lot of things.
I actually like almond milk.
I mean, it's good, but you give me a fucking jug of whole milk. Go. You know what I mean? I'm fucking drinking that bitch.
Yes.
That's what I equate it to. So it's like very subpar chicken place if you're eating with the ketchup. But if you put I think what makes canes good.
Elevates it.
What makes canes good is the cane sauce.
Yeah.
Because the food's good, but what makes it
complete
better?
whole.
What makes it better than going anywhere else to get chicken is the cane sauce.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah. No, I agree now. But before, like I had it, didn't like it. I don't know what happened. I didn't go there for a long while after that. And then
you're like scarred.
Yeah, I decided. I'm like, I forgot who wanted to go. Someone had wanted to go. I wasn't even in college yet. I was still in high school. Someone wanted to go, and I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. I don't like it, but everyone else is down. Let's go. So we go, and I'm like, I'm gonna give it another shot because everybody was eating it. I'm like, maybe it's just the one time. Maybe they made it weird or something. I had it, and I'm like, wait, why does this taste better than last time? Started scooping that sauce out of the little tiny baby.
They give you a fucking one pump of sauce. Let's talk about
real.
that.
They need to give me like a pint. I need a pint of sauce.
Stingy bastards.
For real.
You know, like Whataburger gravy?
Yeah.
Fill that thing with cane sauce.
God. Take a shot at the end when whatever's
the gravy
left.
or the cane sauce?
The cane sauce.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But like now,
the gravy too. But anyway,
I like gravy.
Okay.
But now I can dunk the cane sauce. I love the cane sauce.
Yeah, and I was the same way in high school. I remember one of my first memories going was with Steph. And her sister Sabrina after Sabrina's soccer games. I think we were a senior and Sabrina was a sophomore.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember we went after her games and I was like, oh, I'm going to Cane's. Like, oh. And I think I had it like once before. And I was back in the time where I didn't like the cane sauce. So the ketchup is very subpar to me. It's very mid. But I was like, whatever. It's her game. Like it was after her game. It's her choice. Like get her whatever she wants. And I tried it and I was like, yeah, I'm mid, whatever. And one day, I think like a year later, it was like in the summer, not even a full year, months later. I went in the summer with my coworkers and I tried the sauce. And I was like, wait, I swear this didn't taste like this. And now I'm just hooked.
Yeah.
But I honestly don't eat Cane's a lot, even though it's down the street from me. I don't eat it a whole lot. I had it. Both times I had it, you were there. So I had it last time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when you ate last time, which was last week.
Yeah, I think so.
We went together. And then the time before that, you didn't eat it with me, but I brought it home. Remember, we took it to go and you were waiting for me at my place?
Yeah.
That's the last time I had it. But I eat Chick-fil-A a lot.
Yeah.
Because Chick-fil-A, to me, they hardly ever mess up my order. They really don't. They
messed up mine last time.
I remember you told me, and I think you're lying about it, but we're going to forgive you.
No, I was not lying about it.
Maybe they sometimes forget to give me like a sauce, like we asked for something, but they've never.
That's a sin.
To them, not to me.
No, to them. That's a sin. I don't think it's forgivable.
I don't think so. I mean, I forgive them though.
Oh, go on.
They've never messed up to me.
You know which sandwich I do like? And so like not, I guess technically I don't think this would be considered fast food because you sit down and eat, but at BJ's.
I'm good right now.
Please? No. The actual restaurant, BJ's, they used to have something called Southern Comfort. It's discontinued now.
Yeah, I remember.
But, yeah, me and Sam were pissed.
Go ahead.
Okay, real quick. So this was made with a brioche bun.
Brioche.
I thought it was brioche. Whatever, I'm not French.
I'm not French. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I'm not. What's his name?
I don't know what the hell you're...
Ramsey? What's his first name?
Gordon.
I was thinking Jeff. Am I thinking of
Jeff Ramsey?
Jeff Trailer?
I think so, maybe. He's talking about you.
I'm drunk. Fuck.
So they had the brioche bun, nice thick crispy chicken patty, you know.
Yeah. Didn't they have a Swiss cheese on it? I remember.
I think it's like Swiss, American, or provolone. One of those. That's a white cheese.
I think it was I remember seeing a white cheese.
It's a white cheese, Alfredo sauce, mayo aioli or something like that, bacon, and I feel like that might have been it.
They didn't have tomato or lettuce?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so.
I remember you and Sam got it every time we went with y'all.
It was amazing. That was my wife's and I. Sam, by the way. I don't know. Whoever's watching that doesn't know. Brianna. Sam. Brianna doesn't know. Brianna, my wife's name is Sam.
Brooke, by the way, if you're watching this at this point, remember to tell him to get you a meal. Redeem your meal. And Brianna will see you in 2024. Go ahead.
But yeah, no, that sandwich is just amazing. And they still have a chicken sandwich there, but it's just a plain bread and patty. That's it.
Yeah.
But it's not the same. I haven't had it, but...
You know, Southerly? Have you heard of Southerly? It's like right here at the rim. Mm-mm. It's like a Southern kitchen. So they have like seafood. They have oysters. I know you like oysters apparently. I learned today Eric likes oysters. I
love oysters. I haven't had them in a while.
Do you put like Tabasco on it too? I see.
Not Tabasco. I put
Cholula?
No, I don't put any like hot sauce. I just put like lime, salt, and I think it's like a... What's it called? Like a cocktail sauce? Yeah, the cocktail sauce.
That's gross. Still gross. Red. No matter what you tell me,
it's not marinara. It's still gross. Cocktail sauce.
You could fucking tell me it's...
No. You just put it on there, slurp on it. Like I said, sometimes I like chewing it. Sometimes I'll just swallow it.
That's nasty, dude.
What do you mean?
That's disgusting.
When you chew it, you savor it a little bit.
That's one of the only...
It's an aphrodisiac.
One of the few seafoods I don't like. Is sushi seafood? Or is that a different category? Is that sushi? No, yeah, I know seafood is in sushi.
What?
You know?
It is seafood.
But like if...
Why would it not be?
But like, isn't sushi its own category? Because like there's American food. There's Italian food. You know what I mean? Uh-huh. And so when I say, oh, you want seafood, do you think...
I don't think sushi. I get what you're saying now.
So now, do you think sushi...
So it is its own category. And I do see where you're coming from. But technically, it's still seafood. Okay. Technically, it's still seafood, but just... You don't think of it. You think of like the fish fillets, or you think of crabs or crawfish or something like that. That's what you think of.
I haven't had crawfish in a long time.
I've never had crawfish.
We should go. You want to go?
Yeah, I'm down. I've never. I swear.
Where they dump it and you get fucking messy.
Yeah, I'm down. I've never.
It gets spicy.
But I want to go somewhere good though.
It gets spicy where you go. You ever get that like the spicy and you're like,
little sniffles,
and you're like your lips are like the border of your lips are like pica.
Yeah.
And you're like, you're fucking, you know, it's like that.
I'm down to go, but it has to be somewhere good.
Is there an LA crawfish here in San Antonio?
I feel like crawfish. I feel like I've seen that.
LA crawfish is good.
I'm down to go.
I haven't been since high school, which has been 5 years. How long have I been out of high school? Dude, it's been like 7 years. Holy shit.
Yeah, you graduated 2017.
No, it's been 5 years. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
No, it's not 5 years, sir.
6 years.
Yeah.
I'm old as fuck.
Let's see.
Is there an LA crawfish?
Not sure. Let me see.
So anyway, but going back, I said Southerly. It's like a southern food place, but apparently from one of my friends.
There is one in Alamo Ranch. Sorry.
Okay, I see it. And there's one off of 410 too, and one very south. That place, there's one of those in the valley, and that's where I've been. But I don't know if there's any other local place here.
I'm down to go.
We could try one day.
I want to try it here and then...
Loop 410 is actually closer, so we should probably go to that one.
I want to try it here and then I want to go to Louisiana.
Ooh.
I hear they do it completely different.
Well, I feel like their food in general, it's what I've heard, their food in general is just completely different.
It's so good, though.
Anyway.
It's so flavorful.
Anyway. Southerly. It's a southern food place, and I heard from a friend that their chicken sandwich is very good. I'm not, before I say my next sentence, I'm not pinche. Uh-huh. But the reason I haven't gone is because to me it's a little pricey for what I would be getting. So I heard from one of my old coworkers that it was quote unquote the best fried chicken sandwich he's had. Ooh. And I was like, ooh, I want to fucking try it. Yeah. Here's the catch. I looked it up. If you look it up if you want. And it's been a while since I looked it up. Maybe the price changed. But it was like $16, I think.
It's called Southernly?
Southernly. L-E-I-G-H.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, the sandwich was like $16. For a sandwich, I don't mind paying that price. I've been to like Maggiano's where I'm paying like fucking $25 for pasta, or I've paid for like a fucking $40 ribeye, whatever the fuck. But $16 for a fried chicken sandwich, and in my head, my favorite sandwich is Chick-fil-A, and that cost me $9. You know, do you see my mentality where I'd rather just go to
too much.
I'd rather just go to Chick-fil-A, pay for me and Steph, and it comes out to $23. Do you know? Do you understand?
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. For me, I don't mind spending the money, but I gotta get the value out of it.
That's exactly. I need whatever cost, give me the value.
Yeah.
And I'm scared that I'm gonna go there, which I still should try it. I should stop being a bitch about it and stop complaining. But I should go try it just so I can see if it's worth it.
I'm trying to see. Yeah, no, for me, I don't mind spending the money, but it has to be good.
Yeah.
And like, if I'm spending that much, I want like fries and like something on the side.
I think it gives you a meal.
Because that place that we went to for my birthday, What's that place called?
Bitch, where do we even go for your birthday?
Whiskey Cake, was it?
Dude.
Let
me tell you.
Wait. You're backing up. Like, hold on. So I got that big ass steak, right? I think it's a porterhouse or something like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't that big, but they charged me like $50, $60. And it was just the steak.
Probably a 10 ounce.
Yeah, it wasn't that big.
If that.
It wasn't that big.
No, it wasn't.
And they just gave me the steak, no side, no nothing, just that on my plate, which is fine, I guess. But don't charge me $60 for it. That got me mad.
Don't even get me started.
And then the service and it, that's a whole nother.
I'm gonna quick recap on Eric's and I. It was a group. Was there 10 of us?
Yeah,
doesn't matter. 10 of us is a normal big party. I think that's a normal number for a big party.
Yeah.
10 of us. Eric's birthday last year, September. We go to Whiskey Cake, right?
Yeah.
This restaurant. Tell me why we were there. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why.
There you go.
Ain't nothing but. Anyway.
No,
Do you about to do karaoke? Tell me why, though. We spent 3.5 hours there total.
It wasn't even our fault.
No, not 3.5 hours. Like, oh, we ate and we got lost in conversation.
No,
and
that would have been nice.
No. 3.5 hours of an hour and a half of where's our food?
And just waiting.
To wait, we got all our food, but wait, she's missing her plate, and then literally like 45 minutes trying to cash out.
Yeah. The cashier just couldn't.
45 minutes. We gave him our card. It was a guy. Gave him our card. And then he messed. I couldn't even.
He messed up. He tried to charge. I forget who else twice.
I can't even explain what he messed up because I don't know.
Yeah.
But what I know is that there was 10 of us. I think maybe.
And he
more.
tried blaming us. That's what pissed me off.
There was 10 of us, right? For the viewers, 10. I'm gonna say about 10 of us. I think there might have been 12.
I think that's a good guess.
10. And he had closed out and charged 6 people or 5 people, right? I think 5 because Haley was with us. Because I remember we stayed behind. 5 of us, right? And then he came back and said, no, wait, there's still more. Like, he charged your plate, I remember.
Yeah.
But it was still on the bill.
Yeah.
And we're like, no, because
Sam paid for it.
He's the only one who ordered that, first of all, and it was paid.
Yeah.
And then we were like, bringing up our bank receipts, like, you charged me. And we didn't show him, but we were ready to.
Yeah.
And at first, I was trying to be patient. I try not to be assholes to like
right off the
service
bat,
workers because I get it. I've been, and you too.
Yeah,
you've been a service worker, so I get how bitchy people can get and quick.
So I try not to be that way.
Sometimes it's not your fault, or sometimes you're working on it. So I get it. I try to be patient, and I try to be like, he's working on it. He's doing something.
This is close to an hour.
But it was close to an hour, and I was like, okay, at this point, and he's not telling us anything other than he's coming and like. What did you? And he asked us like 4 times what we got, and I'm like, dude, we
get a manager, solve this.
Yeah, like let's talk about it.
If you don't know how to use the thing, get a manager.
Yeah, let's work it out because I don't want to be here longer than I have to.
Exactly, and the food wasn't that great. It's super expensive.
Right. It was all right.
I won't go back.
I wouldn't go back.
No,
yeah,
unless
I've heard they have good brunch.
Yeah,
I've heard they have good brunch.
Somebody would have to invite me, and it would have to be for an occasion. Like if you just out of the blue on a random day, like hey, let's go out to eat there. Oh, you let me know how that is. That's it. But if it's like, hey, it's my birthday, I want to go there, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Let's go.
More of the story is he didn't end up even charging. There was like $160 bill still. And we were like, yeah, that's buffoonery because half of us have paid. And there's really, I think only like 3 of us need to pay.
Mm-hmm. I know Darren needed to pay.
I think me and Steph needed to pay. Mm-hmm. I think. And then... Or I don't even know, honestly.
And it was some. I know Darren for sure, and I forgot who
I remember Darren for sure.
Darren still went back to give the guy money, like as a tip. I think he gave him like $20. And I got mad at him.
Wild to me because again, I'm trying to. I do tip my servers.
Yeah,
I get it. You know that is their living, but I also believe you tip on the service you get.
Yeah, the service experience, all of that.
Yeah, like how good they are, how friendly they are. That's how I think you tip. You don't. And I could get heat for this, but I don't think you tip because you have to.
Yeah.
Like, I shouldn't give you $10 because you brought me my food and that's it, and you were mean to me. But I still have to tip you because you were my waiter or waitress. I don't believe in that. I believe, like, how good you give me service is how well I treat you. You know? Anyway, the tab was like $160 or whatever. And he was like, yeah, you know what? It's fine. I'll just figure it out. And I was like, okay. You should have said that, or you should have gotten a manager or something.
Yeah.
Like, we were more
just communicate with us.
We were more than patient. We were there for almost an hour trying to close our tab. And
we had other places to get to and all that too. And
we got there like at, what was the reservation? 7?
I think so.
I think we left like at 10:40.
Yeah, it was wild.
And I was like, we don't even get to go. Did we even go out? We did go out. Did we go to Wurzbach Ice House?
Yeah, I think so. We just went to a bar real quick.
But kind of the plans got delayed, and then everybody was kind of like in a pissy
already
mood.
out of the mood, and
we're like, oh, dude, like that ruined our experience.
Yeah, it messed up the night.
And the dude was just lost the whole time.
Yeah,
he was just lost, and whatever. That was wild to me. Worst experience I've had at a restaurant.
That's one of either first or second.
I can't remember another one for me. Not that it hasn't happened. I just can't remember right now.
Another one for me. I know we're running out of time, but I think it was when I was still barely going out with Sam. And I took her to an Italian restaurant called Carino's.
Carino's? Oh,
yeah. So it used to be in McAllen.
I think there's one here.
I think there is one here.
Off I-10.
There used to be one in McAllen, and I think I got her to closed. But we went there. Server took forever to get our drinks. And then it took about an hour or so for he never came back to get our orders or anything like that. And so I was getting mad. And then Sam was getting mad. I think she got up to find a manager. And Sam complained to the manager. The manager came, was all very apologetic. I forgot I don't know if he gave us a discount or not. I don't remember. I don't think so. We're still kids, I guess, technically. And then the server came, and that's when he was being more attentive. He was at our table almost every 5 minutes.
Well, why did it take that?
Exactly. I don't know what was going on, whatever, but I think that was the only time I've stiff-stoned.
I tried to...
I didn't tip him. I was so mad.
I try not to be an asshole to, especially waiters and waitresses.
Yeah, I get it.
I know they get a lot of heat.
Yeah.
I get it. Then there's bitchy people out there, and I try not to add to their list. Yeah. But there comes a point where it's like, do your job.
Yeah. It's your job at the end of the day.
It is your job, and this is what you signed up for, so I'm not asking for golden platter service. But at least,
get my order,
come by, drink. At reasonable intervals. Don't make me wait.
You don't need to stand next to the table, but just come around once in a while.
Yeah, and I'm chilling as long as I'm
so
good.
I feel like the guy forgot about us though, because he was still walking around. He'd walk past our table.
Yeah,
and he just never came.
Yeah.
Anyway. But I stiffed him though.
That's wild to me.
And I didn't really know what to do because I was still younger. I didn't really know how to handle it.
With Sam?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's it. That's my story.
Well, that's wild. This one's a little longer. I know most of the episode was about sports, so if you don't care about that, go to about the 45-minute mark, which if you're hearing this, you're probably already at the end.
You already passed it.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
That was cool. It was a fun episode. Yeah. I got a message from the girls, though. They
got back?
No, they delayed their... So they're not giving out till 7:30. They just got in at 6:45.
That's fine.
So, anyway, it was a... Don't tell me. It was a good episode. Let us know in the comments, Popeyes or Chick-fil-A. Just between those two. Popeyes or Chick-fil-A. Right?
I think most people are going to pick Chick-fil-A.
You think? You never know. Sure.
I feel like there's a lot of bandwagons for Chick-fil-A.
Well, let us vote. Brooke, redeem your meal with this guy. Brianna, see you in 2024.
Yep.
And I guess we'll catch y'all next time.
Yep. Thank you for watching.
For sure. Peace.